Since I still have a few minor minutes of daylight at this point, what I did is look at the foot pegs. I'm taking the cotter pin out after I bent it up. Why? Because this sucked at the track because it dragged foot pegs everywhere. So we take these off, and this is what I bought off eBay, generic foot pegs, but with a riser. Try to get these raised up a little bit. So put those in. That should lift the foot pegs up about an inch, little over an inch. Not a lot, but hopefully that will make us go around a track a little quicker and be able to carry more lean angle since I'm not dragging parts everywhere. Anyway, that's a preview of what's planned here. All we have to do is put the pin back in, adjust the positioning of everything, and then the brake pedal needs to go away. I'm going to completely remove the brake pedal and master cylinder, run a longer line up to the front, and I'm going to put it on the left handlebar like a bicycle. Anyway, that will get rid of all of this junk down here and simplify and allow me to operate the brake with my hand instead of my foot. Anyway, the goal is to get more ground clearance because this bike drags all over the track right now. It is not high up enough. All done on this side. This was very, very simple install. Literally unbend the cotter pin on the bottom, slide the pin out, the pivot pin, and literally just shove the foot pegs in, find the right position, and tighten the bolts. There's one there. There's one underneath, right back here. One thing I do like about the foot peg is that the bolt attaches from this side, so a nice long extension allows you to make a repair without having to get from the back side of the mount. Anyway, sometimes that's a problem. What I don't like is how far out this extension places the peg. I mean, way out here. I kind of want the foot peg up against the frame here, but that's going to require removing this mounting bracket, coming up with an alternative, and then putting it up against the frame. But that will achieve making the bike narrower. Right now, I just, look, I'm losing 3 inches already with this setup, but this is a short term to get the foot pegs off the ground a little bit more so I can immediately start fixing the ground clearance issue. But again, I don't like this huge gap here, so I'd like to make some new brackets and come up with my own solution. Essentially take this blue foot peg, mount it over here against the frame and get rid of all this gap and shorten the distance that it's sticking out. I mean, that's way in the hell out there, kind of dumb. So I'm tightening things up here, foot peg brackets. The spring is installed, it just drops in the top, put the pin in, all good. Yeah, I was realizing this is an electric bike, nice and smooth, but I am putting Loctite on the bolts anyway because having foot pegs come loose sucks. So no bad reason for doing this, and I'm putting it on all the bolts. Anyway, hopefully that'll make days at the track more riding, less wrenching. So here's the finished bike. Blue foot pegs, both sides raised up. The brake lever is still in the stock position. Actually feels a little bit better with the foot peg higher. But that's it. It's ready to go to the track now. Everything functions except for the gap between the tire and the swing arm. But as soon as we get a longer chain, we can move it back a little bit, and I think that will get us the gap we need.